I'm very drawn to stories of confinement and telling very large stories through a small window. That constriction, that balance, a juxtaposition of the size of the story and the way we're telling it really appealed to me and evoked my imagination in a very powerful way. And I think movie making, especially going to the movie theaters, needs to be a very experiential thing at this point. Why do you leave your house and go to the movie theaters? Well, you want to have the deepest, most profound experience. And this type of storytelling where you count on the incompleteness of it. That's a whole thesis of storytelling that I ascribe to, that you don't fill in everything and let the audience member do the dance with you. This isn't a dance performed for them entirely, but you require them to get up and be part of the dance. And that incompleteness that is inherent in these kind of stories where you're very confined and you're imagining everything. I mean, Twilight Zone, lived off of that. Conjuring of your imagination is required to finish the painting. That group, the three of them, were very much a family, Jonathan, Kristen, and Ben. It was magic to see. They just wanted to be around each other, and they did hang out with each other. They go ice skating and doing this, and they were a family. Kristen's mom came over to me and said, she sometimes looked over at them and was like, wait, are they the family? She's like, I don't even feel like that feels like the real family, because they were so, the connection was so real. So very, very lucky that they found each other and that we all found each other. I put every word or not word, the word that I chose not to put in there is done for a particular reason. And you may want to conform the dialogue to make it comfortable, to make it easier to say, but that hitch, that overstatement, that redundancy, or that awkwardness, or the flip of the verbiage of that's how I saw the character dealing with it. So before we go to let's change everything, okay? I want you to try as much as you can to get the original intention. Because if I give you that opportunity to let's change things, let's just constantly change things, yes, I understand how that's expedient and we can get to a truthful thing with an actor quickly. I get that, and especially with TV and things and when you're rushing and you're doing, but we're not doing that. We are going to do this one shot and we're gonna spend hours on it. So I wanna talk to you about trying to get that hitch in there that seems hard for you, that little weird pause, and where does the anger come from? Why does that thing, let's talk about that rather than saying, I can't do it, or I don't understand it, end of conversation, or wouldn't it be easier to do that? And I always say, wow, you've really made it smoother. Did we improve it? Did you, now it's easier to hear and easier to say and all that stuff. So we have those conversations. It's because I've spent, 5, 6, 7, 8 months alone thinking about that, and our instincts under complete duress and pressure sometimes can make us do things that are easier but not necessarily better for the situation. And we rehearse, and in rehearsals we talk through all of that. I told all 7 of the actors in Knock at the Cabin that every one of you has every right to feel bad for yourselves given what's happening in the story. You're not allowed. You are not allowed. So find another way. You can get angry, you can use humor, you can use artifice to try to trick your way out of things. Find a weapon to fight, to stay alive, because we love watching characters fight for their survival emotionally.